Is your dental practice ready to hire an associate? My name is Paul, Dr. Nacho, dentalnachos.com, and this is one of my favorite topics, or toppings, if you will. Hiring an associate in your dental practice can be awesome, but it also can be awful. Why? Because expectations are not managed from the start of the relationship. Dental school does not teach us much about business. And by much, I mean dental school does not teach us anything about business. If dental school taught parenting classes, they would leave out the part about how to feed the baby, but be super into learning how to knit your own onesies or make your food from scratch. So how can we, as dental practice owners, dental associates, people in this dentisting world, learn more about when a practice is ready to hire an associate? This is important information for young dentists looking for a job, new dentists looking for a job, medium-aged dentists thinking about hiring an associate, seasoned-age dentists towards the latter part of their career who may want to work part-time and bring in an associate. All of these ideas are good ones, but it is critical, golden nacho tip, that expectations are managed from the start. How much will the associate make? What procedures will the associate do? But before you get to those questions, the most important question for the practice owner is, why are you looking to hire an associate? There are two types of associate positions. I call them car positions and boat positions. Is your associate position a car or a boat? What does that mean? A car is a need. A boat is a want. Do you need an associate or do you want an associate? The answer is yes to the need or yes to the want. Those are both okay, but the person's expectations that need to be managed most is you, the practice owner. Because I would like to start with this, a not so ordinary tip. When you hire an associate for a solo general practice, when you hire an associate for a solo general practice, the practice owner will make less money. Now, this might sound intuitive. Some of you listening might say, I totally get that. Some of you might say, why is that the case? Let me explain. If you want to add an associate to your practice, let's say this associate works 4 days a week, and you offer a daily safety net guarantee, we'll talk more about that later, of $500 a day or $100,000 a year. And this associate is paid as an employee, and there's associated tax expenses, potentially benefit expenses. Now that $100,000, let's call it $115,000. But we're not done there with the expenses. One of the things that dentists do not recognize is that associate needs a dental assistant to do his or her associate job. So a dental assistant can be $30,000 to $60,000 a year. So now we take $115,000. Let's take in the middle of that 45, and now we have a $160,000 expense for that associate. There are other expenses that come along the way, like the materials that the associate uses, but materials and lab fees should be paid for by the revenue the associate generates. But now you have this full-time associate 4 days a week earning $160,000 a year. How much extra revenue do you need to produce or share? So if you're a solo practice owner doing $1 million a year, making $400,000 a year, just examples, and you want to bring on an associate, the practice will not magically grow to give patients to the associate. So what will need to be done is you will need to share your patients, your procedures with that associate. So the first question to ask yourself, your financial planner, your accountant, your spouse is, if I add an associate to my practice, is it okay if I make less money than I did before? Is it okay if I make less money than I did before? Now, I have conversations with dentists on coaching calls about this all the time. It's the start. And some say, sure, I have no problem. If I used to make $350,000 a year and I have an associate, I make $250, no big deal at all. I'll be happy because I'll work less. Others will say, no, my lifestyle, my life situation. Great question. For any type of communication in life, Dr. Nacho, people communication tip is, does this fit into your life situation at this time? Does this fit into your life situation at this time? You can ask that about an implant case, an associate, buying a practice. So will this fit into your life situation, earning less money than you did before you had the associate? So that is the first key point for you to think about before you start interviewing for an associate position. To really know your why. Popular book by Simon Sinek is the, start with why or know your why. It's an important part of any business plan. And this is a business plan. In dental school, it doesn't teach us about business. So we need to learn it out here on the streets. So this is part of the streets, the dental business streets. So when hiring an associate, tips to hire an associate, the first thing to think about, embrace is, why do I want an associate? And am I okay making less money in the year that I hired the associate? There is potential later to make more money if you grow the practice, but that's an investment. There will be a period of time where hiring an associate will be a total investment. Not only does it come with a financial cost, you as a dentist, if you're sitting there, if you're listening to this as a solo practice owner who's been dentisting for 32 years and said, I'd love to have an associate to do endo and extractions. We'll talk more about that in other content pieces. But are you ready to emotionally handle having another dentist in your practice? This dentist could be motivated, energetic, kind, but this is another dental practitioner that will be asking you multiple questions a day, as he or she should, because this is your practice and they need to be onboarded into your practice. In future segments, we'll talk about implementation and success with that, but hopefully this was a helpful talking point, Nacho, talking point for you as to is your practice ready for an associate? Is it a need or want? What is your why? Is it okay if you make less money? Maybe it's okay for you, but not okay for your family. Maybe it's not okay for you, but it is okay for your family. They want to spend more time with you. If we can help you in any way, just reach out to us at dentalnachos.com. Email jobconnect@dentalnachos.com. Or I love free prizes. Text the word success to 215-543-6454. 215-543-6454. Text the word success to that number, and you will get a complimentary free chip gift, Successful Dental Practice Transitions. This will help you at any age or stage learn more about the transition process. It's fun. Some people say funny. That was my aunt. Valuable and perfect for any person to watch. Dentist, team member, new dentist, spouse, or one of your advisors. Thanks for listening. I'm Paul, Dr. Nacho, dentalnachos.com. And as always, our goal is to help dentists and teams increase happiness and success by decreasing stress and annoyance.